2019. We out here. I'm Blaze Jays. I'm with my man Jordansky.
What's going on, y'all?
Yeah, and we here. We got a bunch of things to talk about. The NBA season just started. You know, football is in full swing. The World Series is going on. And first things first, man. Shout out to them Nationals, man. They are balling. I don't know what it was 2-2 last I checked. As of this recording, it was 2-2, but. Yeah, man, they doing their thing.
Still 2-2, top of the fourth.
Yes, sir. They won yesterday 5-4, and so it'd be great if they could pull off two in Houston and go up 2-0, headed back to game 3, 4, and 5 in DC. Oh man, it would be freaking epic. So shout out to them Nationals, man. They doing anything. You got anything to say?
Oh man, let's go Nats.
Anything to add?
Let's go Nats.
Yeah, man. Hopefully Strasburg keeps it up. And hopefully they can get this dub tonight in Houston, game 2. So let's see what happens. So off baseball. Now we're gonna talk about some football. Josh Gordon was put on IR today. I thought he was hurt. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he was. I don't know if he missed the last game or if he played the last game, but I thought I'd heard he was injured, but. It came out that he was put on IR, but on Twitter, he said IR and gave a little face and said interesting. Like, it seems, or it's perceived that maybe he didn't know that he was going to be put on IR, man. What you think about that? That's a kind of a weird situation.
It is a weird situation, because, like, you know what? Speaking on that, just yesterday, the Falcons, which is my squad, man, we are struggling. We just traded Mohamed Sanu to the Patriots, and on like local radio station, I remember Amy Lawrence. I fucking hate her, but
I'm not a big
fan. Big. All right, we're moving on from the subject. I can go on about her. She was saying it was kind of an odd trade because the Patriots traded for the Patriots traded for him for a second round pick. So we let Mohamed Sanu go for a second round pick, which is not that bad for her. I think that's pretty decent. That's a decent ass trade. But damn, that's an odd move by the Patriots, and I think, man, he's probably done. Because I was just reading online, they were saying on Twitter just now, they were talking about that he was after they're going to move on from him after they're going to waive him off once he gets healthy. So,
oh man,
yeah, I think he's done there. I mean, looking at his stats from the last couple seasons, even though he hasn't really had that much playing time.
What's he doing this year? Does he have a touchdown? Or?
I mean, this year a touchdown. It says he has one touchdown. He's 20 receptions, 287 yards, one touchdown.
What's that average? What's his average?
14.4 yards.
Yeah, it kind of seems like he's not really involved.
Nah, he really wasn't. You can look at his stats. You know, versus the Giants, he was 1 reception, 7 yards. He had 5 receptions versus the Redskins, 59 yards. He didn't get a touchdown until. Damn, what was that? Last week, that would have to be. No, on September 8th was his last touchdown. That was one touchdown, and he went 3 receptions, 73 yards that game. So you really no production from him. It's like Tom Brady isn't really utilizing him. The Patriots aren't really utilizing him to his full extent for real. You kind of wasted one of the best wide receiver talents in the league. That if you actually get him active into the offense, you got a big weapon. I think it was just a sad situation for both parties, because that really sucks, man. Because if you're going back to that season and he was gone for like 8 games, this man came back and led the league in receiving, and he's playing with the fucking Browns.
But he was their only option.
Yeah, but still, though, that's
he's
impressive,
a good receiver.
bro.
No,
That's
I mean,
impressive, bro.
I think he might need a new situation.
I think he does too. I think he needs a new situation. Which I don't know who could he go to right now? I mean, a lot of people need a Josh Gordon. I mean, shit.
But he's supposedly on IR right now.
But then you said that tweet that he put. So,
but he I don't know. The Patriots, I guess they want to keep him. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. Because you can't trade an injured player.
No, you can't.
Anyway, yeah, I don't know what's up with that. And man, did you hear that Adam Schefter was saying that Tom Brady might want to go find a new situation next season because he put his house up for sale and it's the last year of his contract with the Patriots.
Or maybe he's just going to retire.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I think he's going to just
I
retire.
don't even think he wants to.
I think he's just done. I don't think he's going to find it. Because there's no point in him trying to find a new situation unless he's trying to start a new legacy. Like, he says he wants to play until, like,
45.
Yeah,
he's 42 right now.
It's 3 more years and his contract's going to be done. So, I mean, maybe he goes somewhere. But if he goes somewhere, I don't know.
Would you want him in Atlanta? Be Atlanta's QB? Yeah, trade Matt Ryan away.
I mean, listen, it would sound crazy, but that would probably make the team a lot more. That would probably give the team a lot more oomph because that's a solid ass quarterback. Who has a solid ass offensive core that he can work with, and that's going to be like, ooh, juicy. Like, damn, it's juicy. But nah, I'm happy with him. I'm happy.
Yeah, and I don't think he'd want to come to Washington. So, yeah, anyway, it'd be interesting. Maybe he goes to Detroit and goes teams with Matt Patricia.
Maybe.
You know, you never can tell. Or goes to Tennessee and goes with Mike Vrabel.
You never know. You never know what happens.
Yeah, so, anyway, we shall see how all this shit plays out.
Man, what about Tua? Tua just got hurt, and they don't even know when he's coming.
They say he's only going to be out for like a week or two.
A week or two?
Yeah.
Still, how does that affect?
They play LSU in like 2 weeks or the weekend after next. And so, you know, LSU's really good this year.
LSU can win that game.
They very well could. It's crazy. Alabama has a really good team now.
They do.
They have a really good wide receiver core. Like, these motherfuckers are pretty stacked. Like,
probably
the best team skill wise. Yeah. And Trayvon Diggs is a beast. He had a 100-yard return.
Goddamn dog that corner, man. He's a fucking dog.
It's crazy. He didn't even have a position until last year. He was just returning punts, and now he's a senior.
And he's the best, like one of the best defensive players in the nation. Like,
yeah,
that's crazy.
They said probably be a top 10, top 15 pick. So
and it's well deserved.
Mm-hmm. And how was Trayvon Diggs a 5th round pick? I mean, how was Stephon Diggs a 5th round pick? Like, I get it. He had injuries. I get it, man. And the Redskins picked Jamison Crowder over him. But, man, like...
The Redskins took Jamison Crowder and Stephon Diggs. That shows you that the Redskins don't got no sense of, like...
I'm sure y'all probably picked a receiver or somebody. Y'all probably had a bust out there. You know what I'm saying?
I just told Vic Beasley is a bust. Vic Beasley is a bust.
I'm talking about Stephon Diggs. He was
Well, yeah, Stephon Diggs get drafted?
I think it was 2016, if I'm not mistaken. It probably was the same draft as Vic Beasley.
All right, then. If it's the same draft as Vic Beasley, there you go.
So, that's what I'm saying.
But we didn't need him. We had Julio Jones at the time. We had Mohamed Sanu at the time. And we had a vicious-ass running back. So we really didn't need him.
Yeah, teams were sleeping on Diggs, man. Teams were.
The teams that need him, like the Redskins, needed him.
But the reason we picked Crowder was because he was a really good punt returner. And that's what we wanted. And then last year he was fumbling all over the place. Like, I mean, we did have Pierre Garcon and Deshaun Jackson and shit. Like, so anyway, I wasn't standing on the table saying the Redskins need to pick Stephon Diggs, but it's just in hindsight, yeah, we picked Crowder over Diggs. And a lot of teams did. Like I said, he fell to the 5th round because he was hurt a lot of times in Maryland. And so he didn't really have a quarterback to throw it to him. And so it's just kind of like, I don't know, he was kind of an unknown, like what kind of a player he was going to be at the next level. And sure enough, you see him, he out here frying. He like one of the best receivers in the NFL. So Trayvon Diggs didn't make that mistake. He said, nah, I'm going to go to Alabama, forget Maryland. So it is what it is. So speaking about Diggs' team, the Vikings, Stephon Diggs' team, the Vikings, what you think, man? I saw the spread was 16 points.
Versus the Redskins.
It's going to be in Minnesota tomorrow.
And you know what's crazy?
Kirk Cousins
they think that
Kirk
Cousins. They think that it's going to be a revenge game for Kirk Cousins. They think that
16 points though.
Bro, I don't know.
Wouldn't it be crazy? I know I was up here because I went to the game on Sunday. It was cold. It was rainy. But the one thing is the defense played good.
But they're probably not even talking about Kirk Cousins. They're probably thinking more of Dalvin Cook is having a beast-ass year. Like, a healthy Dalvin Cook is a great thing for the Minnesota Vikings. And,
Yeah, nah, he's a good player.
And I think that's what they're probably accounting for. And their defense is pretty stout this year too. They're playing pretty stout. So I don't know. It's going to be a tough game, man. With the situation that y'all have at quarterback, with it. It's just a sticky situation. I don't know. I think that's why the spread is where it is, and I agree with this. 16 points. I would.
Would you bet on the Vikings to cover 16 tomorrow?
I would actually take the Redskins to cover
at plus 16.
I would take the Redskins at plus 16 to cover the 16 points
to keep it within 16. Yeah. No, I agree. I would do the same thing. I most likely don't think we're winning tomorrow, but
I would take the Redskins to cover the 16, and I would take keep it within 16, and I would take the Vikings to go straight up.
Yeah,
I'll take the money line with the Vikings, but yeah, I don't think I don't know. That's
like that joint is probably gonna be like just some crazy number like plus plus 365 like. So you're really not gonna get a whole lot back on that joint if you take the Vikings on the money line.
Oh, I know.
Son, the Redskins I think are going to keep it within 16. Kirk Cousins' revenge. I bet you Kirk Cousins, and he's been cooking the last 3 games. It's over 1,000 yards. I think we're going to pick him off a couple times. We probably lose though.
Oh yeah, but Kurt is bound for an interception. I don't care what nobody says.
And you know the games
bound
that
to fuck up. It's Kirk Cousins.
Because there's going to be
games
some
that he's
pressure
supposed to win, he loses. I'll never forget them playing Miami. I think it was like 2014. Or no.
Last year they played the Bills. Remember last year when they were like a 17-point favorite against the Bills and lost?
Yeah, but it wasn't.
That was last season. That was his first year with the Bills. That was his first year with the Vikings.
Yeah, that was terrible with Minnesota. I remember he's playing with the Redskins and they were playing against Miami. This motherfucker had the game locked. All he had to do was just make sure you control the ball.
He threw an interception.
They took that bitch back.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget that. I'm like, bruh. He's bound for one interception.
That was the first game of 2015.
Son, oh yes, 2015. I said 2016. 2014. I was 1 year behind. My bad. I was 1 year.
So you're talking to a Skins fan because I've watched all these games.
Son,
so
yeah,
any
like
game
that
you talk
was
about
crazy.
the Redskins,
Because I
give
remember
me
watching
some
that
details.
joint,
I know.
I remember watching that joint, but yeah, he's bound for one interception. I think he's gonna get.
We beat the Saints that year, and Drew Brees played. We beat the Saints like 43-14. Like Kirk Cousins threw like 4 touchdowns. Like,
oh yeah, I remember that game too. Y'all punished the Saints.
Like I was so shocked.
Yeah, that was a shocking game because y'all played at home.
It was in Washington, and I think we were a favorite. It was like a 2 or 3 point spread. Like I believe we were the favorite going in because we were hot. You know what I'm saying? We're doing real good. And, bruh, I was thinking this is going to be a competitive game. That's the one it doesn't happen very often. Like the Redskins actually surprised me in a good way. Like I said, bro,
I do remember that game.
We beat
y'all blocked the fucking punt.
Son, we blocked the punt.
Yes, y'all did. Yes, I remember that. Y'all
we ran a turnover back to took a pick back to the house. Like I was like, son, we just beat the brakes off the Saints. Like yeah, son, that was crazy. You know what I'm saying? That was the same year as the Dolphins joint. So 2015 was a crazy year. We went 9-7 and then lost to the Packers in the playoffs and shit. And haven't been back to the playoffs since. So, anyway, hopefully my Skins do their thing. Hopefully they can keep it competitive, and I'm gonna be rooting for them. So, keep it within 16, fellas. All right. I know you probably heard that the NBA season has just up and running. You know what I'm saying?
Just took that loss to the
last night, the Lakers lost to the Clippers 112-102.
Without Paul George.
Without Paul George, and Kawhi dropped 30 points. You know what I'm saying?
They still had the best player in the fucking league on their team, though. In my opinion,
that's
Kawhi's
Kawhi.
the best player in the league. I'm sorry.
I always fuck with how you say Kawhi, Kawali or something.
When I say Kawhi, I say Kawali. Kawali Leonard. Kawhi. I either say Kawali or Kawhi. Whatever, man. You know the fuck your name is.
That should be funny. That should be Leonard. Leonard for the Clippers. Yeah, with the goofy ass.
Yeah, man. Without them, even though I don't care, everybody's making a big deal. It's just one game, but
there's 82 of them in the season.
Yeah, so they got a long way to go. You never know. I think that's going to be the Western Conference Finals right there. The Lakers versus the Clippers. I think that joint going to be.
Son, I think the Clippers are a better team. Son, the Clippers might win like 55 plus games this year.
No bullshit. And I was reading a post. One of my friends, he said, because I don't follow basketball like more than John do. I wrestling, fucking boxing, and maybe in the Falcons, and that's about it. But internationals, and that's it. But fucking one thing they said that was right. The Lakers don't have a deeper bench than the Clippers, and I think that the Clippers, that's going to be the Clippers, their strength right there when it comes to that series. Because I think, I swear, I don't care what nobody say. If they got a bet out there that says who's going to be the Western Conference Finals, Clippers and fucking Lakers. Because I don't think
Clippers gonna win that.
Bro, I don't think Golden State going to have the power to actually compete now. I think them losing.
Some respectable person said he ain't have Golden State making the playoffs. So.
No, that's not right. They're gonna make the playoffs. They still got a good team around them.
And Klay Thompson probably come back sometime during the year.
Yeah, because Klay Thompson probably he'll probably come back before the All-Star break. And I got KD coming back before the All-Star break too.
Nah.
You don't think so?
Nah, he gonna be out the whole year.
Oh, that's right. He is out the whole
year.
Yeah, he is out the whole year. I forgot about that. The only thing Klay did is tear his ACL. So Klay will be probably back before the All-Star break. But I still think that them losing Iggy and them losing them losing Kevin Durant is still a big piece. Like I think, especially losing KD. I think losing KD was a real big piece. Like that shit was kind of. Man, it's kind of throws them off a little bit, but I still think they got the best shooter. I think they got the third best player in the league, in the whole entire world on their team, who's a natural born leader. And I think that Klay Thompson is a lights out shooter when he's on. And they still got Draymond. Draymond's a dirty dog, man. He like they Dennis Rodman for real. And so I think that, man, I think they got it good. Yeah, but not as good. You right as shit. But he come down to he like they Dennis Rodman for real.
Yeah,
so I think that I don't think they're gonna be able to come out the West though. I think it's gonna be the fucking Clippers when it come down to that series.
Yeah, son, the Clippers are gonna be a really good team this year. So,
it's the East though. That's the only thing.
Son, everything got changed up in basketball this year, dog. Like
the East is
Kawhi went and won a championship and left Toronto, and then fucking I forgot. It was a bunch of other moves, and then what's his name went to Houston, fucking Westbrook, and
oh my God, I forgot all about Houston.
And why the fuck did I always wonder why did KD want to go to the Nets? Like of all teams, like he really wanted to team up with Kyrie, and isn't it crazy because KD went from OKC to Golden State. Because Kyrie and LeBron and them had beat them, and now they teamed up. Like, this shit is so fucking wild. But yeah, Houston, I don't know about Houston though, man, because I've already seen this act in OKC, and I get it was different. It was 7 years ago, you know what I'm saying, brick ago. But damn, bro, like we've already seen. I don't know how they're gonna
but
be
you
able
gotta
to
be
team
real
up.
though. They trade,
and they do got different.
Away.
They got Pat. Well, they don't have Patrick.
OKC do. They lost that joint. They lost and they trade away Harden, and then they
traded. For Kevin Martin, they
traded away Harden for
Kevin Martin, and I actually thought that was a halfway decent deal because I was like, Kevin Martin's a good player. Both of them are in the last year of their contracts. Fuck it, like because we know that, or OKC was thinking we can pay Kevin Martin less because Harden's gonna want a big deal, and we don't think he's that good. For real. And then that motherfucker went to Houston and started dropping buckets, started looking like Michael Jordan incarnate, like that's his long lost son or something. Like, this motherfucker was just
up for that. They should have kept him, but I mean that's hindsight 2020. But they traded away Harden. They had Westbrook and they had Durant, and
then Durant went and signed.
So yeah, it's not like I don't really.
Now he's with Brooklyn.
I don't mind seeing Westbrook and Harden together because I mean they real cool with each other and I think they got good chemistry. I think that the problem is the only thing I don't like is the KD Kyrie shit. Like that's the only thing I don't like. It's like for real, y'all went to the Nets, bro. Like, what?
And I can understand Kyrie because you know what I'm saying he grew up in. New
I could have stood that. I understand the Knicks. I understand going to the Knicks. I understand that. I understand. Okay, y'all want to go to the Knicks. And the Knicks that's New York. Either New York is a great market. Period. The Nets are a young team, you know. I mean, they are shitty. I think he
just wanted to sign with you know what I'm saying.
Why they go to? But still though, I don't know. I don't like that shit. You did go to Golden State to get away from them motherfuckers so you can try to beat them, and now look at you. You with the one motherfucker that you didn't want, that you was trying to beat.
Bruh, that's fucking Kevin Durant, bruh. I mean,
didn't even get Washington a look, bro.
Nope, never. Katie to DC, remember that? Hey, that's a throwback right there. So yes, the basketball season is in full running. We ready to go. So who you think? You said you think it's going to be the Clippers out the West. Who you think is going to be out the East?
That's what I was trying to think, because with KD being out,
So it's just going to be Kyrie this year.
yeah, and Kyrie. I mean, they got D'Angelo Russell too, right?
No,
D'Angelo Russell's with
he's
Golden State.
Yes.
God dang, I forgot about that too.
Yeah, he was like a big piece last year. And now Kimba Walker's in Boston.
Damn. So Boston got they still got. They don't got Hayward no more, do they?
I think they still have Gordon Hayward.
He been hurt.
He was kind of iffy last year.
Yeah, so I mean, you got.
But they still got,
Boston.
and they just signed Jalen, what's his name? Jalen Brown, I think that's his name.
Not the Pelicans are considered to be in the East, aren't they? Yes. Not the
Pelicans in the West.
Pelicans in the West. So
Aaron Zion's hurt he's
It's
probably not going
weeks.
till like December.
So you still got Toronto in the East. You still got
Toronto, but
Boston.
they don't got what's his name, Kawhi.
You
still got the
Philly.
Sixers in Boston,
You
for
still
real, for
got
real.
Philly, yeah. I'm trying to think.
Maybe the Nets.
Because you need 4 teams.
The Wizards, maybe, potentially.
Maybe.
John Wall's not playing this year, but Beal just signed the contract. Hey, there's a lot of shit going down in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? I feel you. I think the Clippers are going to come out the West. I think the Sixers might come out the East.
Yeah, I was about to say, it might be the Sixers year to go to a championship.
Because it seems like everybody else is
Trust the
sorted.
process.
And Boston might be really good this year, too.
Yeah, but the Sixers they still got Joel Embiid, and they still got motherfucking Ben Simmons. So, I mean, they got a dirty team.
And, hey, you saw Ben Simmons made that 3 in the preseason
Ben
game.
Simmons
Hey, if he can get that range.
Who said that shit? Max Kellerman said Ben Simmons is one jump away from being LeBron, too. Like, come on, man. But, all right, I feel you. Okay.
Hey, man. All right, so I fuck with the NBA. That's my thing. You know, the thing is, I've talked to some people when I get to arguing and they get to saying football sucks. I'm like, son, motherfucking, I don't even be fucking with basketball like that. Like, son, but I do like basketball. Like, that's the only sport I've ever played for a team. Like, other than like t-ball and shit. But like, I like basketball. I've had my foray in hoops, and not only do I like the NBA, and I used to be a big LeBron fan, but not so much because he went to the Lakers and shit. And because LeBron's in LA, I kind of rock with the Wizards. But even then, when we suck. Like, we're not that good of a team. But one thing that I am kind of a big fan of is college basketball, and I fuck with Maryland. I'm a big Maryland fan. I like it as football, but Maryland's a basketball school for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, we always have been. And, son, I was reading the preseason hoops, and last year in the championship, it was Virginia and Texas Tech. And remember, VA won it, shout out to VA. Even though they're not really in this area for real, but they are at the University of Virginia down in Charlottesville. And so Virginia's number 10. Who is number 9? Motherfucking Maryland. I messed with it. We lost Bruno Fernando. He went to the league and he was like a second round pick. I don't even know if he's on the NBA roster. But we got a lot of guys who came back. My man, what's his name? Jalen Smith. You know what I'm saying? He was the Maryland recruit we got. Coming out of high school, we was able to keep him to stay home. And, yeah, man, Maryland, we got some good players. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Cowan, Jalen Smith, as I said, Aaron Wiggins. Got some good guys, man. I think we can ball this year. To make a long story short, Gonzaga, Florida, your boys number Florida. I said your boys number Florida. Your boys Florida are number 7 out this joint. You know what I'm saying? So they balling. They predicted to have a good year. Duke number 6, fucking Villanova 5, Louisville 4. Louisville trying to make a name for themselves. They trying to come back after the Rick Pitino days. Motherfucking Kansas 3. Oh man, they going through it with their coach Bill Self. I heard something today. I don't know exactly what he said, but he was in some recruiting scandal or something. Bill Self, they identified him. So Kansas is going through it. Kentucky 2, and who was Michigan State was number 1. That's a surprise. I ain't seen Michigan State at number 1 in a while. So should be a good college basketball season with Maryland in the top 10, bro. I be watching all their games. Like, I be watching that shit every night. And I like college basketball Because it's a little different than the NBA. You know what I'm saying? I think they should lower the. Excuse me. I think they should lower the shot clock in college basketball down to 25 seconds. In the NBA is 24. But everything else in college basketball is like that. Like, that should be so fun. Wasn't that fun last year when Zion was balling out this joint?
Oh, yeah, I actually watched basketball.
Yeah.
Shit, that's funny because I stopped watching basketball after Maryland won the national championship. And I stopped after that.
Son, when we was kids and stuff, when we was little kids, I remember.
So into it.
You used to really like it, son. Son, you jolly got me into it. Like,
let me tell you, we had all the March Madness. The March Madness had a video game. We had that shit.
Yeah, son. Oh, son, I love March Madness 2005. Like, that was my fucking game. Like, on the P2. I love that joint. And the joint with Carmelo, I think that was 04 or 03. One of them joints. Son, that joint was off the chain, son.
That's when I was into college sports, period. Football, basketball, and fucking matter, man. Maryland was hot back then. Maryland was actually a great...
We was doing good. That was Ralph Friedgen's kind of his early years when Ralph Friedgen had kind of brought Maryland football back. But we've since fallen off a cliff. Basketball is okay, though. We're decent. We're decent at basketball. We're kind of shitty at football.
We should be. In basketball, to be honest with you and tell you the truth, we should be running the Big Ten in basketball.
For real.
We should be. I'm just being honest. That's my opinion. I think Maryland is.
I mean,
anything
we should be up there
basketball.
with everybody. Like Michigan State, we should be right there. But hey, based on the preseason rankings, though, we is though. So hey, hopefully Maryland can actually do their thing, show up. I like Mark Turgeon. I think he's a good coach. I like the football coach too. The new guy we got. Where was he? He was at Alabama. Mike Loxley. I mess with Loxley. He's a dope coach. Hopefully he can get Maryland football turning around. We had a bad game against Indiana last week, and at least we can beat Rutgers, though. You know what I'm saying? We got like stomped Rutgers.
Yeah, and so lost to Temple, though, man.
We lost to Temple, we lost to Purdue, and we lost to Indiana. I mean, and we beat Rutgers, we beat Syracuse, and we beat Howard.
I mean, Purdue. They're off and on. You can never know what Purdue's going to do. Indiana is
that's a horrible loss.
That's no.
But it was a competitive game.
That's what I'm saying. Purdue is off and on. You don't know what Purdue team you're going to get. I'm not going to even say shit about the Howard game because it's Howard.
But we beat Syracuse though.
Syracuse that's the most credible win they have. Is Syracuse.
Start off 2-0.
Syracuse. Actually a good win because Syracuse is a good ass team.
Hey, you know what? Temple's a pretty good team this year though. Last year they stunk, but this year they're actually pretty good.
Still, you lost to Temple though.
I mean, they're like 5-2. Like Temple's like balling out this motherfucker. So, anyways, that is what it is. So, man, we like halfway through the show, and we ain't even talking about no boxing yet, man.
We say the best for last.
Yeah, definitely. We definitely say the best for last. That's how it goes on this show. I think it's this weekend. Shakur Stevenson is fighting Joet Gonzalez. Both guys undefeated. You know what I'm saying? Should be a good fight.
Oh man, Shakur's gonna probably run through him. I know earlier in the like later in the summer in August, I know they were going back and forth on Twitter with each other, and I know Shakur disrespected Gonzalez's family. So I know Gonzalez is responding with his bad blood in an interview. He says bad blood between them two. So it's going to be a good fight, but I think Shakur is going to take. I think Shakur is the best featherweight in the world for. I think that man, that kid is something. He's really good. I watched like 3 Shakur fights. All 3 fights ended in either the ref stoppage or it was a KO. So, bruh, that joint gonna be tight. And whatever how you say it. Joet Gonzalez. I know he's undefeated. 15. I know he's undefeated.
It's like 15 rounds.
Yeah, 15.
Like maybe it was like 23. No, I think that was the other guy, Josh Taylor was 15.
Josh Taylor's 15.
He's fighting Regis Progress.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he's like 20 something.
That's still gonna be a good fight. Two young guys is up and coming in the featherweight division, but I still think that Shakur takes it. I'm not gonna say that Shakur is gonna knock him out because I think this might be Shakur's first real test. You could say, I guess. So maybe this would
be the distance.
Maybe it goes the distance. That's what I think. I think it goes the distance, and I think we really see a different Shakur. I think we see a more cleaner, crisper Shakur.
I hear that. I think it's going to be a good event. That joint's going to be on ESPN Plus, and the joint on DAZN is the junior welterweight unification. Regis Progress versus Josh Taylor.
Now that fight is a unification fight because Oh yeah, it is because
The WBA
Josh
and
Taylor,
IBF.
yeah, because Josh Taylor holds the IBF what's that?
The
Light
junior welterweight.
junior welterweight
And
title.
Progress is the WBA joint.
Yeah, so that's a unification bout right there. Progress. I know Eddie Hearn said that Progress is going to edge it out over Josh Taylor.
Should be a good fight.
Should be a good fight. Both of them are undefeated. Josh Taylor is 15-0 with 12 KOs, and he was a former 2014 Commonwealth gold medalist.
Yes, correct.
So I think that it's going to be something to see, man. You know, one thing about those guys that fight over in England and everything, they got an edge to them. They got like a chip on their shoulder, because you know they really don't get no exposure in the U.S. if you really think about it.
Because boxing is about
boxing is about got belts and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's kind of bad. I mean, it's talked about in the sports world, but it's
really not. So it's really not. And if you're talking about boxing over here,
and if you're, and especially if you're a foreigner, say not from this side of the water,
you gotta be a Thailand.
Like they'll talk about Mexican guys, you know what I'm saying? They'll talk about American guys, but when you're from the other side of the water, that kind of puts you at a disadvantage.
You know, which is crazy though. They take that joint more serious over there than they do, I think, over here. They love
at least in the states. At least in the states. In Mexico, I don't know. I think that.
What I mean over here, I'm talking about in the states. I ain't talking about Mexico. Mexico, that joint's a tradition. You fight, bro. You fight,
and you box. You know what I'm saying? I mean, other sports are big too. UFC, MMA, but boxing is definitely number one in Mexico. Soccer probably, and then probably boxing. Like that's how big that shit is in fucking Mexico. Like,
yeah, because I really don't know too much about Progress or Regis or Josh Taylor, so I'm just gonna say
both of them are undefeated.
Both of them are undefeated.
And Progress is pretty good. I've seen some of his highlights.
I haven't seen any of those guys fight, but if Eddie Hearns is backing somebody, I don't like Eddie Hearns, and Eddie Hearns is backing Progress, so I'm going to go ahead and say Josh Taylor.
Oh, you working?
Yeah, I am, but I'm going to go ahead and say that though.
I think Progress is going to win. It should be a tough fight. I'm just going to call it that. So we'll see what happens, and that's going to be on the zone. And then the next week is what's his name? Miguel Burchard. I gotta pull that joint up. He's going to be fighting the next week. Hold on, let me pull that joint. Miguel Burchard. What's the freaking weight class? What is my bad? But hold on, I got it right here. So he's going to be fighting. Burchard is going to be. He's from Mexico. He's going to be fighting Jason Sosa. It's a junior lightweight title on next weekend, and that's going to be on ESPN, regular ESPN. So should be a good fight. Stay tuned. Got some good fights coming up, and then that same weekend is on the same day, November 2nd. Kovalev fights Alvarez. That's going to be on the zone. So
gotta definitely watch that.
Yeah, we got some
big fight right there.
And then what's his name? Anohu, the Japanese guy. He fights on the 7th, and that's going to be what, a Thursday? The 3rd, Sunday, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. So that's going to be a Thursday, and that's going to be on the zone now. So I told you I'm going to get the zone in December to watch the Anthony Joshua or the Andy Ruiz Anthony Joshua 2. Should be a great fight. I'm looking forward to that joint. The next thing, oh man, I know you've probably heard about it, and it's getting promoted. And so I didn't even hear about the first fight. I didn't know nothing about that joint. But son, what do you think about the dude? What's his name? KSI versus Logan Paul. What you think about that joint, man?
You know what? There was a guy on that card who actually
Devin Haney's going to be on the card, and Billy Joe Saunders.
And it's another guy on that card that actually was going to be on there. He's a heavyweight dude, and he was upset about something. I forgot what he was upset about, but man, I remember talking about it on a message board, and I'm saying like I don't know, because they're promoting that fight as the big fight. So
it's the main event. Yes,
I don't like that.
Devin Haney, Billy Joe Saunders, and KSI, Logan Paul.
Don't like it.
Man, I mean, where's that joint gonna be at? And I think it's in LA at the Staples Center, son.
I don't like it,
son. I mean, from one standpoint, we could say we don't like it because it's like what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is going on out here? Like, what is this baloney ass shit? But on the other hand, though, it does give exposure to the sport and does create awareness. And I mean, I think it's kind of cool. Billy Joe Saunders and Devin Haney want to be on the undercard. I mean, I kind of think it's some bullshit myself, and I don't have the zone. And what day? Oh, it's going to be November 9th, so I'm not going to be able to watch that joint because I'm not going to get the zone until December. But, hey, man, YouTube Boxing Championship title, man. I mean, doesn't it create exposure for the sport?
Let's see, YouTube what?
That's the title, the YouTube Boxing Championship title. Uh-huh.
I don't like it.
Bruh. I mean, son, I think it's kind of cool.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I didn't watch their first fight. I have to try to find clips of their first fight.
I didn't even know. I didn't know nothing about it.
I know Eddie Hearns was talking about it when I was listening to the Billy Joe Saunders and Devin Haney press conference. I remember watching it. I know he was talking about how it'll bring exposure to the sport and these guys are taking it serious. They're actually training. I understand that, but I just hope that they go out there and they're not fighting with no headgear this time. Either,
no, it's going to be a professional fight.
So, like
and supposedly the dude KS1 is 1-0. He's supposed to beat somebody. TK'd him? I don't know. I couldn't find out who he fought.
So hopefully these guys taking it serious and just respect the sport. That's why I said I don't know. I don't like it. Y'all respect the sport.
I mean, but the thing is aren't they respecting the sport? Like,
I hope they respect the sport. That's what I'm saying.
But people said the first fight was decent, I guess, and it ended in a draw. Like, so I don't know, man. I think it's good. Like,
I'm not watching it, so
it brings boxing to a wider audience. I mean, I'm not gonna watch the joint, but I'm gonna read about and probably maybe watch the Devin Haney fight on YouTube.
All I'm saying is you can have the fight, but I wouldn't make that joint the main event. I wouldn't make it the main event because, all right, you're making boxing, you're trying to get boxing to be a wider. I know you're trying to reach a wider audience and everything, but at the same time, bro, like these guys. You got Billy Joe Saunders versus Devin Haney.
No, they're not fighting each other.
But you got Billy Joe Saunders
he's fighting some guy, and Devin Haney's fighting some guy on the card. I could pull it back up. I just got it. KS1 versus Logan Paul. Yeah. Here we go. Here's a card. Here's a card right here. I got the card right here. Alright, so Devin Haney is fighting Peter Petrov. He's a Russian dude. And Billy Joe Saunders is fighting, I don't know where the guy's from. I don't recognize the flag, but it's Marcelo Esteban Cotre, somewhere in South America. And so, anyway, I mean, those joints are probably just like, I don't know, they probably slum for real. Peter Petrov, what's his record? Oh, he's lost 6 times. So Devin Haney's probably going to beat his ass. And I assume that Billy Joe Saunders is going to beat the guy he's fighting. So they're probably just tune-up fights for real. But yeah, I mean, that's the main event. Like, isn't it cool that people are, like, embracing boxing and stuff like that? Isn't that a good thing?
Yeah, I guess, but...
Hey, I guess he ain't going to watch the joint. I'm not going to watch it either.
I'm not going to watch it.
I'm not going to watch it either, but, I mean, I might check it on YouTube after the fight, like, see how...
Yeah, I don't see what people said about it. I'm still not going to watch it.
Yeah, alright, true. True that. Alright, so let's get into a real fight, though. And this is more up our motherfucking alley. Fucking November 23rd, Deontay Wilder is going to fight Luis Ortiz again. Jordan, what are your predictions? What do you think is going to happen?
I think it goes all 12. I don't think that he's going to knock him out this time. I think that Ortiz is going to come in with a different game plan. Maybe he tweaks his game plan a little bit, but I think it's going to be a different matchup for Wilder this time. But I still think Wilder pulls it off. But I think it's going to go all 12. If it does end by knockout, it will end again like last time in the 10th. This time it's going to end in the 11th. If it does end by knockout, but I think it goes all 12. I think that Wilder gets it unanimous decision, but still at the same time, I still think it goes all 12. It's going to be a good fight though. I think this is going to be a real good ass fight. That's my opinion.
I think Wilder knocks Ortiz out in 8. And I say that because Ortiz's last fight, he went all 10 and he looked good, but he didn't look that good, man. I think his age is starting to show, and I think Wilder's going to be more prepared. He knows what to expect. And when he knows what to expect, because you can watch a guy on film all you want and think you know, until you actually get in there and do it and go against a guy, it's another thing. So I think Wilder knocks him out in 8. I think he's going to put Ortiz down pretty good, and it might be the end of his career. You know what I'm saying? It might be his last big little payday.
He better.
Joint's going to be on Showtime November 23rd. So I cannot wait for that joint. I think it's going to be a good fight. I think it's going to be an interesting fight, and I think we're going to see a knockout. So, all right, man. So to conclude the show, unless we had anything else to talk about, unless we got any wrestling news, anything like that, unless you have any history or anything like that. Or,
damn, I did not look up the history for today in boxing, but
it's okay. It's okay. All right. Well, to close the show. What are some of your predictions for boxing? What are for 2020?
2020,
just for the next year, the next 12 months. What's kind of your outlook?
So we already got some of the outlook already sketched in stone. So we got a Wilder Fury 2 possibly for February. That's what they said. But it all depends on what happens. So that's all. That's TBA. So
we think Wilder's going to get past Ortiz. Do you think Fury's going to fight on that day, whenever in February? Do you think his eyes going to be good, or do you think he's going to need to delay?
I think this shit is going to be all right. I mean, if he's doing his wrestling shit, he's going to be all right. Like, I think that he's going to be cool. Like,
he had 47 stitches.
If he was really, really hurt, he would not be doing his wrestling shit, and he would not be physical. He's taking bumps, actually, so he would not be physical at all. Bro, his career comes first before this career, so before this thing right here. So I understand he probably got that bag, but I still got them fighting in 2020, February 2020. That's what they said. February 2020. That's TBA, to be announced, or to be determined, TBD, to be determined though. So we got that in stone. Depending on how the shit goes with Anthony Ruiz and Anthony Joshua, we might even fuck around and get an Anthony Joshua, Anthony Ruiz 3. But Anthony Joshua already came out and said he ain't gonna fight him the seconds. He won't fight him.
And there's
again.
no rematch clause.
And there is no rematch clause, so he won't fight him again. So that would be sketched out.
Who you think wins that joint, December 7th?
Man, I've been saying Anthony Joshua, but I think Anthony Ruiz. I seen Anthony Ruiz in the ring the other day doing some training. This boy looked faster, and he looked a little bit more
leaner.
cut up. Yeah, a little bit leaner. So I don't know. And then he said he was going to try a different game plan this time around too. So, hey man, because all he said was like he think that Joshua was going to beat him by points this time. Was going to try to beat him by points. So it's going. I think their fight's going to be a good fight this time too. Not the Slavinaga we saw last time. I think they're going to actually like be in that joint, trying to giving each other respect and also like trying to do what they gotta do to win. So I think that's going to be a good ass fight. We also got they got the lightweights, which is another sticky situation. Because now with Mikey Garcia in limbo, doesn't know if he wants to stay at 147 or if he wants to go back in at 135. We might have depending on what happens with. I know he doesn't, but I'm saying depending on what happens with Loma and him between that stretch of him defending his belt, you might get a Loma versus Mikey Garcia, or depending on what happens with Gervonta Davis. Because he's talking about moving up, you might get Gervonta Davis.
He already did. He moved up to lightweight.
So you might get Gervonta Davis versus Lomachenko. So that's a possible fight.
Devin Haney's in the picture too.
Devin Haney is in the picture, and I think Devin Haney is not going to be 2020. I think he'll be either late 2020 or maybe early January 2021. But I still think that's a situation. Then at 147.
Hold on, pause. So who do you think wins, Lomachenko or Gervonta Davis?
Lomachenko wins.
Lomachenko wins. Knock him out?
No, not knock him out, but Lomachenko wins. I don't think he knocks him out. Lomachenko wins.
I could dig that.
I got too much respect for Gervonta to say he's going to get knocked out by Loma. And I got too much respect for Loma to say he get knocked out by Gervonta. So Loma wins by split decision. I give Loma a split decision.
I give unanimous. But, all right, so 147, Errol Spence and
then you got Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, who could possibly fight. Who they're both calling each other out. before the accident, Earl and them both was throwing shots at each other like, "What's up with the money?" And Earl was like, "Man, we already talked about that. You scared?" So that could be a that could be a possibility in 2020. Also, Freddie Roach.
I don't think that happens till 2021.
I don't think it does either, because Freddie Roach also came out and said the next fight that he really sees Pacquiao taking is either Danny Garcia or freaking Earl Spence. And I think he's going to. I think he better fight Garcia too. I don't think he wants to fight Spence.
Ooh, that should be interesting though. Who wins that joint?
What, Danny Garcia versus Pacquiao?
In my heart, I think that Danny Garcia will win, but
when you look at Pacquiao,
part of me says Pacquiao. Yeah, not to bet against Pacquiao again.
Because the last couple of times I've been wrong, so it's like, hey, but 2020 has a lot, and then you got because we are alright. Then you got the middleweights, and you got to see what Andrade is going to be. Is Andrade ever going to get a title shot? And that's the thing. Like, that's the thing with Canelo moving up to light heavyweight, taking this fight. So what happens when Canelo loses?
Is it when Canelo loses? What if Canelo wins?
That's what I'm saying. What happens? What happens?
Then he's going to be in the 175 picture if he beats.
So now we got Andrade.
And then Caleb Smith.
So Andrade, Caleb Smith.
And then Caleb Plant.
And Caleb Plant. Then you got Jamar Charlo.
Oh, the Charlo brothers.
You got
they're in the mix. And then and then Jared Hurd. Well, he's
and Demetrius Williams. So,
yes.
So you got the middleweight division and kind of an influx of Canelo.
Julian
Williams. I'm sorry,
yeah.
My bad. Yeah, Julian Williams. Yeah, they got now you got the middleweight division and an influx with Canelo doing what he's doing. So it's like, bro, you're not defending the belt. Why isn't Andrade next? Andrade deserves that title.
You're scared of.
So you scared. Say you scared. Get out the crowd. Then you got Triple G. Triple G, like, man, this is like, oh man. So that's the middleweight division. Light heavyweights, I'm going.
You got Bivol, Beterbiev, and Gavaki or whatever his name is.
Beterbiev. They're saying that Beterbiev might be the best 175 in the world. Might be the best 175 boxer in the world.
So he's going to fight the dude from China most likely, and then so Bivol probably gets Canelo.
Because Marcus Brown still holds.
Marcus Brown's still trying to get the rematch against Gene Pascal, because remember he lost it because they hit head or something that happened, or he cut his eye real bad or something, so they stopped the fight. So I don't know.
Pascal took that belt from him.
Yeah, Pascal did take the belt from him.
Pascal has the WBA light heavyweight title right now.
Pascal is in the mix. Yes.
Damn. So yeah, you got a lot of things happening. So light heavyweight division has a lot of stuff happening. So we are.
Son, boxing is like, isn't it such in a good place right now? Like, as far as like competitive wise, like we can talk about the business, we can talk about criticize anything else, but as far as like the talent wise, like through each division, man, this shit is stacked.
2020 is like
top to top. Like, son, 2020 will be a big.
That's
year
not even including in each weight division. Not even including the prospects that are coming up right now.
And son, Dubois in the heavyweights. You know what I'm saying? And we still got the dude. Flip Herzog or Herzog, whatever his name is, and Adam, you know what I'm saying, the dude who fought, the dude who's from Polish, I don't want to pronounce his last name wrong, but like, son, we have some young guys coming up trying to make names for themselves, like this shit is crazy. Shakur Stevenson, you know what I'm saying, like.
And then you can't forget. How can I forget about Teofimo Lopez?
Oh, Teofimo Lopez, that's
bro, and that's another thing that's in the light heavyweight division. In my opinion, the lightweight division might be one of the most exciting divisions in boxing right now. I know the heavyweight division is pretty exciting right now, so I'm pretty sure people will rank that.
Middleweight division is.
It's exciting, but the lightweight division, they have so much excitement going on right now. Because Teofimo Lopez can fight Gervonta Davis before Gervonta fights Lomo. They can be like, nah, we want you to fight Teofimo versus Gervonta to see who gets to fight Loma. So we never know if that could be a possibility, bro. That joint is tight, bro. That's tight. Don't forget, because you can't forget, Teofimo is a titleist, a lightweight titleist. Even though those NBA and all those NBO belts really don't matter to people, but he's a titleist, respected, and he's a dog. So let's just call it like we see it. This is a good 2020 is going to be exciting, man. 2019 is going to end with a bang.
We got Gary Russell too. Gary Russell Jr.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about him too. Gary Russell called out Javante, so yeah. So
what if they fought? I mean, Gary Russell would have to go up and wait to fight him now because what's his name is about to be a lightweight. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It'll be interesting to see what happens. Maybe Javante's running. I don't think he's running from Gary Russell though.
I don't think so either.
He did after Gary Russell called him out. He did say, "I'm going north. I'm going to lightweight." So, man, this shit is fucking crazy. Like I said, I actually think the Tyson Fury fight, the Wilder fight, I think that gets pushed back, and I think Wilder fights the winner of Joshua Ruiz too, regardless of how it turns out. I think Ruiz wins, and in the beginning of 2020, sometime like March, April, May, probably like May, I think we're gonna get Wilder versus Ruiz, and I think that's gonna be a big fight. And then he's gonna have to. He probably gives Fury the first rematch and shit. I mean the first shot at the unified champion.
Yeah, because I think.
And Usyk's might disrupt things in the heavyweight too, though. What if he fought like Joseph Parker or somebody? Or
call me when Usyk beat Tyson Fury, then I'll take him serious.
Tyson Fury, he's a big ass guy.
Yeah, call me when he beats Tyson Fury, because then you can take him serious.
Do you think Usyk could beat Tyson Fury?
No,
I don't think so either. Usyk is a good fighter, but
I don't think he's going to last in the heavyweight division, man. I think people are hyping him up for too much. I think that people are trying to psych him up. I think they're psyching him up for failure. I think that Usyk, you can't move down on this thing, because if it was me and I was in his corner, I'm like, bro, let's just stay at cruiserweight, because I'm telling you right now, we can't move down. If we move up, there's some big boys, man. They, like, I'm just going to be honest, I don't think you ready for that right now. I don't think you cut out for that. Yeah, I think
his first fight, he was like 215 versus Witherspoon, so 6'3", 215.
I think he was meant for cruiserweight. I think he was meant for that joint. I don't think Usyk is going to be good at heavyweight.
The only guy who ever even had any type of remote success was Evander. Yeah, every other guy who's made that journey has kind of failed. I mean, they might can beat some guys at heavyweight, but dog, if you're really not a heavyweight,
you shouldn't be done.
Yeah, I
stay out of it.
I agree. So. Should be interesting. That's what I think happens. I think Canelo beats Kovalev, but then I think he loses to Bivol. And so then I think Bivol will probably fight Beterbiev, and that'll be a big fight in the 175. I don't really know what's going on in cruiserweight though, because after what's his name left, it kind of puts the division up in a little bit of flux. After Usyk left. The middleweight division is crazy. I don't even want to, I don't even know how to sort that shit out. Like, that shit just, the fights are going to have to sort themselves out. We're going to need to see somebody really take command or take control in that division. And welterweight, I want to see Spence Crawford. I want to see that joint, but I don't think it happens till 2021. Got a lot of good fighters down there, and then, you know what I'm saying, the lightweights, like Jordan said, the lightweights are really competitive. We have some really good fighters down there. And even lower than that, Noki, what's his name, the dude from Japan, he's really good. So you have some good fighters in, like, all of the divisions. Like, it's really fucking competitive. So I'm with Jordan. I think 2020 is going to be a really good year.
Really big year for boxing. This shit's going to be tight. Like, it's going to be a really good year for boxing. Even, like I said, the end of this year is going to be a good year for boxing, because you have a lot of good matches coming up, man. I just hope that people actually take their time to appreciate the sport of boxing. I know it can be a brutal sport. Like I said, R.I.P. to Patrick Day. R.I.P. to Mad Max. And R.I.P. to the other guy who passed away the same week as Mad Max. I forgot his name.
The Argentina dude.
From Argentina, man. Like, R.I.P. to them. It's a brutal sport. It's, you know, you go out there, they give they all. They're not going out there to pussyfoot around. They're going out there like, man, they objective.
We gotta entertain the folks, man.
I gotta beat this guy. And it's more so like I'm getting paid for this. I know it's entertainment, but I gotta win, man. I don't want to lose. Like, I gotta,
right, that L sticks with me forever.
Man, like, I gotta win. So like, I take
man.
nothing away from them. Man. I love this sport, and I just hope people would take the time and learn the sport like we do, and take the time to appreciate the sport like we do, and take the time to just to watch it, man. Just watch it. Like, give it a chance. You never know what you're gonna. You never know what you'll find out what you like if you just don't give it a chance.
And see, the thing is, and I probably mentioned this before, it's like, if you watch old NFL games from the 30s or the 40s, like, you're like, what is this crap? Like, you watch old basketball games from the 50s, you're like, what the fuck is this? You can watch old boxing matches from 1915 and be like, oh, okay, oh, snap. Like, it's a little bit different, it's a little bit changed, but for the most part, it's the same sport. You watch a fight from the 40s, from 1947, you're like, oh, I bet. Like, I'm watching a boxing match from 1947. Like, you can get over that, it's in black and white. Like, son, that shit's so vicious. Like, boxing is like, it has a great history. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's great to read up on some of the old fighters. And unlike other sports, which do have their characters and have guys who came from rough circumstances, boxing has always been that. And guys, the stories of some of the boxers are better than, you know what I'm saying, their careers, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so dope. Like, there's some dope stories in boxing. So,
yeah, it is,
anyway.
man. That's what I'm saying. Like, people should just give it a chance. Give boxing a chance. You never know. You might just come to find out you like it.
Yeah, man. And the best thing is watch the heavyweights. Now, the other weights are good, but, man, you watch a great slugfest with some heavyweight dudes. Like, that should be so vicious. Like, I love it. So, anyway, that was J&J Boxing for today. Like I said, I'm Blaze Jays. I'm with my man Jordansky. If you want to close the show out with any words or comments for the people.
Man, just hope y'all just enjoyed the show today. Hope you continue to stick with us with this. We're going to get better each time we do it. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification button at the top, and so you can be alert for when we drop our next episode. All right. Thank you for tuning in.
Wednesdays, Saturdays. Yeah, we out here.
All right, bro.
Peace.
Thank you.